You wear like a $300 fragrance, you're wearing like a flip-flop from Goodwill, you know what I mean? Like it's a little backwards.
I would rather have a better sense of smell than better skin chemistry and projection.
I would definitely want a better nose, a better sense of smell, primarily because I'm learning to be a perfumer myself. That's what I'm interested in doing. I want to set up my own brand in the future, so obviously like a sense of smell is really important. I definitely want a better snout.
It's genetic that my nose and my sense of smell might actually degrade because my dad's lost his sense of smell and taste, and it's a real problem that I'm actually quite scared of. So I'd have the strongest sense of smell.
I love smelling perfumes and recognize notes and be good at that, so yeah, my skin is quite okay. Perfumes perform well on my skin, so you know.
Stronger skin chemistry, because that makes every fragrance better and people around me will enjoy it more. I already enjoy it myself. I don't need to know to the molecular notes what's in it. If I like it, I like it, you know what I mean?
I would love to have a better sense of smell, even though I wouldn't like to have that ability when I pass on the garbage can.
Definitely stronger skin chemistry and projection, because that I can control. Because I can go with less sprays or more sprays according to what I think people are going to smell off of me. But if I were to have a stronger sense of smell, maybe I walk by a can of garbage or something like that one day and it smells extra bad, so no thanks.
Down on more foam, it just seems backwards now. You wear like a $300 fragrance, you're wearing like a flip-flop from Goodwill, you know what I mean? Like it's a little backwards, but you can always dress up a cheap fragrance. It makes a fragrance, better in a way. Fragrance is supposed to complement your looks anyway. It's not supposed to be the main thing. Anyone who makes fragrance the main thing, you're backwards.
Okay, I can think I'm guilty of the latter, so I dress down a formal fragrance because I just want to feel cool, even though I'm not wearing something cool.
Definitely dress down a more formal fragrance. I do this in other aspects of my life as far as like apparel and whatnot. Like this is technically a dress watch, but I like wearing it with casual stuff. So I'm gonna keep it kind of consistent on that level. Sometimes I want to wear Angelique Noir when I'm dressed like this, for example. So, yeah.
I would rather dress up a more casual fragrance. A more casual fragrance is maybe a bit more versatile, and a versatile fragrance can be dressed up, dressed down. I think it can go either way. It would be harder to dress down a more formal fragrance.
I think I'd dress down something like tobacco vanille, just to kind of like really piss people off. It'd be like going to like a nice sandy beach with like shorts and t-shirt, and it's like 30 degrees centigrade and just wear tobacco vanille. I'd probably do that, yeah.
Like, I just wear what I'm in the mood for. If I'm in a suit, I might wear something expensive, or I might wear something like Narciso Rodriguez EDP. So really, I don't put too much emphasis on it. I would just wear what I'm in the mood for.
Quality over quantity, I think I'd do the niche.
I would select some awesome niche fragrances rather than designer fragrances.
I would struggle spending $5,000 on anything, regardless of the designer or niche, but there's very little designers that I connect with. Narciso Rodriguez EDP, the main one. I own a couple of Kiehl's. So for me, the answer would have to be niche.
I would spend $5,000 on niche fragrance because I think it could let me express myself more. So yeah, niche all the way.
5,000 I would spend on just niche, honestly, if I had 5,000. There's a lot of niche that smells mass appealing as well, and if I only have $5,000 to spend on fragrances, I'd rather go with all niche. Just designers, I think I own all of them. $5,000.
Not too excited for anything that has come out recently designer-wise, and niche continues to innovate, and yes, they're starting to follow some trends I prefer they didn't, but for the most part I'm going to find more things I like there, and if you were to say I were to have 5,000 on just fragrance, definitely has to go that way.
I love niche perfumes. I find they are way more creative and way more interesting, and even though designer perfumes are mass appealing, I am all for the niche. So yeah, I just love niche perfumes.
I own Aventus, it's the only one I own from Creed. It's not the only one I like, but it's the only one I own. Yeah, I would get bored of it. So I would have to rotate other ones. I don't mind Silver Mountain Water, but I would make an effort to dip my toe in and try some of the others.
I'll take rocking Aventus for a year because I'm not a fan of other Creed perfume. For example, I cannot name you others like except from Green Irish Sea, that Silver Mountain Water that are good. So for me at the moment.
The latter. I was wearing Aventus for 1 year. Aventus just foul on me. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'd rather wear a lot more fragrances than just Aventus. I like Zero Mountain Water, I like Himalaya. I like a lot of the lines from Creeds, honestly. I'd rather wear those. Plus, I live in Vegas. There's a lot of summery Creeds that works there better than Aventus.
I like Aventus, enjoyable fragrance, but I don't think for me it's good enough to want to wear every single day, and I do enjoy a lot of the other Creed fragrances, so I would rather rotate.
Being able to rotate various freshies during the year on the caliber of Creeds like Silver Mountain Water, Millicent Imperial, I just find those fragrances to be so emotional and fun. Just one of those fragrances isn't good enough for me.
A good friend of mine said, if you like Aventus and I don't like you, I think, yeah, I'd probably just do the other Creeds, enjoy Millicent and all that, yeah.
I would rather become the creative director of my own fragrance house rather than one of my favourite existing fragrance houses.
Well, I'm the biggest fan of myself, so yeah, I will be the creative director for my house.
Definitely my own. As someone that's creative, I enjoy the process of that, being full creative control of everything myself, and I've made it and I've done the design, I've created it, I've done every aspect of it myself, it's got me in it. That feeds you creatively, so I would want to be my own boss rather than work for somebody else.
I'd love to have my own brand because I have a lot of ideas, and I would love to be a perfumer too and creative director, so I basically don't need anyone else to tell me what to do because I know what to do, so yeah.
My very own house. I feel like I just want to see if I can come up with some unique ideas, because like us fragrance reviewers, we always give crap to houses for not coming up with unique things, but we don't actually know for sure how hard it is to actually come up with something unique. I don't think it's that easy, so I'd like to try my hand into trying to see how hard that really is to do.
If you force me, I'd probably just like something that was already self-existing, but I'm not in the business of creating anything new.
The thing is, if I were to debut as the creative director of my very own fragrance house, I just think it's a lot of work, it's tough. I'm going to presume I'm going to own it as well, so I have to take care of the books and all this and whatnot, versus just worrying about the fragrance and how it pertains to a brand that I'm going to be working for, that I presume to be loving already. And to be able to contribute to that, I actually would find fulfilling for me. I think it goes to show that I'm also, I guess, a brand whore, so of course I would say that.
That's a tough question. We all do have a life. Like, I do have work, I do have people, students, and everyone who smell me all the time. For that purpose, I do need to wear something that they like. I'm not going to jeopardize my business because of just fragrance. So I'd rather wear something I hate that everyone loves just for practical reasons.
That's tough, but I would rather wear a fragrance that I love and everyone else hates. You've got to walk around smelling that all day, and why would you want to smell yourself and not smell good?
So I would rather wear something that I love and everyone hates, because I don't care what everybody else thinks, because I want to wear what makes me happy and what I like. So yeah, I don't really care about people's opinion when it comes to perfumes.
I'd rather wear a fragrance that I love that everybody hates, because as I told you, I love wearing a Roja fetish or the parfum which is not liked by people, but I love it and I don't care what people think.
I'd definitely rather wear a fragrance I love that everyone might hate. To be honest, I would just spray less of it and kind of enjoy it for just me if I'm going somewhere. Sometimes I'm so enchanted by something that I don't care, or maybe I do care a little bit about what you have to say about that fragrance, but it won't stop me from wearing it. I'll just wear it a little less.
One that I love.